To sum up, languages which are used to write these instructions are called computer or programming languages. Scratch 2.0 is a simple programming language used for educational purposes specifically. The instructions on the blocks in the stock create a script or a program. We can use the blocks such as the motion block, pen block, control block and sound block in the block palette to create scripts. We should always save a Scratch project for future reference.